Close your eyes. Can you feel it? The universe is listening to you. Every thought, every emotion, every internal whisper you carry inside is sending signals to the vast cosmos. Whether you realize it or not, you are already communicating with the universe. But here's the key. What are you saying? What are you really transmitting? Dear friend, maybe you've asked for something with all your might, and suddenly it shows up. Or perhaps you've noticed signs on your path, but you can't quite decipher them. If you've ever wondered whether there is a concrete way to communicate with the universe, get ready, because what you're about to discover will change the way you see reality. It's not magic or coincidence, it's energy, intention, and alignment with the natural flow of the cosmos. When we think of communication, we usually imagine words, conversations, and gestures. But the language of the universe is different. It's not based on speech, but on vibration. Here, the real conversation happens on an energetic level, far more subtle and powerful than any words you could ever speak. Soul traveler, every thought you have, every emotion you experience, and every belief you hold emits a vibrational frequency. That's the signal the universe receives. And most importantly, the universe doesn't respond to what you say, but to what you feel and vibrate. Explorer friend, imagine for a moment that you decide to write a letter to the universe. In it, you express your desire for prosperity, abundance, and success. However, as you write, you feel fear of failure, doubt your ability, and question whether you truly deserve what you're asking for. Even though the letter says, "I want success," your energy sends a different signal: fear, scarcity, insecurity. The universe doesn't listen to your "I want success." It listens to your inner vibration. This is the most important principle. The universe is a mirror. It doesn't give you what you ask for. It reflects back what you are. So how can we ensure we're sending the right signal? This is where the true art of manifestation begins. Awakening travelers, it is essential to understand the language of energy as the key to manifestation. To communicate effectively with the universe, we must recognize that what we attract into our lives is a reflection of our internal vibration. If we constantly experience obstacles, delays, or difficulties, it's possible our energy is sending contradictory signals. Think of a river. When it flows without obstructions, the water moves easily. But if there are stones in its path, the current is interrupted and turbulence is created. Our energy works in the same way. When we harbor doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs, we create blockages that prevent the natural flow of manifestation. That's why it's not enough to just repeat positive affirmations or write down desires on paper if, deep down, our vibration contradicts those words. The universe will always respond to our most authentic frequency, not to what we try to impose with our minds. The key is to align what you think, feel, and do. It's not about always being in an unshakable state of happiness, but recognizing which emotions dominate inside you and working on raising them. Gratitude, joy, and trust are high vibration frequencies that the universe quickly recognizes. When you feel as though you've already received what you desire, you're sending a clear and powerful signal that the universe can understand and respond to. This is why some people seem to manifest easily without even trying. They are naturally vibrating at the right frequency without blockages, doubts, or fears. On the other hand, those who struggle to manifest their desires often emit energy of scarcity, need, or anxiety, which inevitably attracts more of the same. Let me show you a little example of energetic coherence. Imagine two spiritual travelers who both wish to find a fulfilling and harmonious love relationship. The first one constantly expresses their desire for love, but inside, They feel fear of rejection, doubt their ability to be loved, and live in a state of lack. Although they say they want love, their energy is emitting insecurity and fear. The second person also desires love, but before seeking it, they work on themselves. They raise their vibration by cultivating self-love, confidence, and gratitude. They feel deserving of the love they wish to receive, and instead of desperately searching for it, they simply become that frequency. Which one do you think the universe will respond to faster? It's not external action that determines the result, but internal vibration. Energetic coherence is the bridge that connects our desires to their manifestation. If you want the universe to listen to you, first learn to listen to yourself. Your vibration is the echo of your soul, and the echo always returns to its source. Like a spiritual compass. This profound teaching from Sadhguru reminds us that before asking anything from the universe, we must ensure that our own energy is in harmony with what we wish to receive. We cannot attract abundance if our mind is immersed in thoughts of lack. Awakening travelers, we cannot attract love if we do not first cultivate it within ourselves. Communicating with the universe is an art that requires practice, awareness, and alignment. Spiritual travelers who have understood this principle know that manifestation is not an external process, but an internal transformation. Every desire, every intention, and every emotion are seeds that we plant in the quantum field of existence. If we plant from doubt, we will harvest uncertainty. If we plant from faith, we will harvest miracles. The universe is always listening. The question is, what are you transmitting? United on the path of light, let us remember that we are the creators of our own reality. What we plant today with our vibration will be tomorrow's harvest of our experience. Keep in mind the steps I am sharing with you today. Step 1. Clarity of intention. The first message to the universe. Before the universe can respond to you, you need to know exactly what you truly desire. This may seem simple, but in reality, many times we lack clarity about our own desires. We are driven by external expectations, superficial wants, or temporary needs, and we end up sending mixed signals to the universe. Imagine a light traveler standing in the middle of a forest path at a crossroads with multiple paths in front of them. They stop, look at each direction, and try to decide which one to take. They lean toward a flower-covered path, then hesitate, and look toward another that seems clearer. But at the last moment, they turn to a third path without being entirely sure. They take a few steps, but soon stop, looking back with uncertainty. With each change in direction, their energy scatters, and the path seems to become more confusing. The forest, which at first seemed like a place full of possibilities, now feels like a maze with no way out. The universe works in the same way. If your desires and intentions change constantly, the energy you send is contradictory, and the path to what you truly want becomes blurry. It's not that the universe isn't responding, it's that your signal is uncertain, and therefore the responses you receive are also unclear. When you choose a path with confidence, when you make a clear decision and move forward with faith, everything aligns in your favor. The forest is not an obstacle, but a reflection of your determination. Only when you walk with certainty does the path open before you. The same happens with the universe. If you don't have a clear and firm intention, the energy you emit will be contradictory, and what you receive in return will be equally confusing. For the universe to manifest what you want, it's essential that you define your intention with precision. Instead of thinking about what you want as a simple desire, write it down as if it were already a reality. Don't say, "I want success." Say, "I am living my purpose and experiencing success in every step of my journey." Seekers of truth, the emotion behind your desire is the key. It's not enough to write it or say it aloud. You must feel it as if it's already happening. If you can clearly imagine the joy, gratitude, and satisfaction you would feel when seeing it manifested, you will be sending a clear and powerful signal to the universe. It's also essential to ensure that what you want comes from your true self, not from social pressures, family expectations, or needs created by your surroundings. Ask yourself, is this desire truly mine, or is it something others expect from me? If no one were watching my life, would I still want the same thing? What real emotion does the idea of receiving this generate in me? If there are doubts or insecurity in your answers, it may not be an authentic desire, or you may have limiting beliefs interfering with your ability to manifest it. The universe responds with precision to the vibration you emit. If there are doubts in your intention, you will receive an equally uncertain response. Think of your intention as the direction in a GPS. If you enter a vague location or constantly change the destination, you will never get to where you truly want to be. Clarity is what aligns your energy with the result you desire. As the spiritual teacher Deepak Chopra said in The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, believe in the infinite possibility of the universe, but be specific about what you want. A clear intention, sustained with faith, is the bridge that connects the dream to reality. When you define your intention with precision, you align your vibration with the universe and open the doors to manifestation. Step 2. Energetic alignment. The key to tuning into your dreams. Travelers of the heart, there is a fundamental truth in the manifestation process. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. Everything in the universe is energy, and every thought, emotion, and belief you hold generates a vibration that you constantly emit. That vibration acts like a magnet, attracting experiences that resonate with it. If you desire abundance, but deep down, you feel fear of scarcity, the signal you're sending is one of lack. If you long for love, but inside, you doubt your own worth, the universe will reflect that uncertainty. It's not enough to ask for something. You must become the person who already has it. Vibrate in tune with what you desire. To understand this better, brothers and sisters on the spiritual path, imagine someone who dreams of a successful life, but complains every day about their current situation, feels envious of those who have already achieved what they want, and constantly doubts their own abilities. Although they claim they want prosperity, their vibration is filled with dissatisfaction and lack of confidence. On the other hand, another person with the same desire, but who acts with gratitude for what they already have, trusts their path, and works on their personal growth, is aligning their energy with abundance. Seeds of light. The universe does not respond to empty words. It responds to the emotion and frequency with which you vibrate. To raise your vibration and align with what you wish to manifest, consider the following. Feel gratitude for what you already have. Gratitude is one of the emotions with the highest vibration. When you give thanks, you're sending the signal that you are already receiving, and the universe responds by bringing you more reasons to be grateful. Take care of the quality of your thoughts. If you constantly focus on what you lack, you'll be reinforcing that lack. Train your mind to see opportunities, not limitations. Surround yourself with positive energy. The music you listen to, the books you read, the places you frequent, and the people you interact with all influence your vibration. Make sure you're in environments that inspire and elevate you. Take care of your body. Nutrition, exercise, and rest are essential to keeping your energy high. A healthy body is a clearer channel to receive the energy of the universe. Act as if you already have what you desire. Feel it, believe it, and behave like the person who has already achieved their dream. It's not about pretending, but living from that energy before the manifestation happens in the physical realm. The universe does not distinguish between what is real and what you imagine with emotion and certainty. It only responds to the vibration you generate within. As Neville Goddard taught in his work, The Power of Consciousness, we do not attract what we want. We attract what we are. The key to manifestation is to assume the state of the fulfilled desire. Live in the internal reality of your desire, and the external world will adjust to your conviction. When you vibrate with success, success finds you. If you vibrate with scarcity, you'll get more of the same. It all begins with the energy you choose to hold in every moment. Step 3. Creative visualization. Seeing your future before it happens. Expanding souls, visualization is the bridge between intention and manifestation. It's not just an act of imagining, but a powerful tool that allows you to shape reality from within. Every mental image you hold with emotion and certainty becomes an energetic seed that, over time, sprouts in the physical realm. Science supports this process. Neuroscience studies have shown that the brain doesn't distinguish between a real experience and one imagined with intensity. Spiritual seeker, when you visualize with clarity and emotion, your mind and body react as if you were living it in that very moment. This strengthens new neural connections and reconfigures your energy to align with the reality you want to manifest. World travelers of the spirit. Imagine an athlete preparing for a competition. Before stepping onto the field, they close their eyes and visualize themselves running with strength, feeling the wind on their face, hearing the sound of their footsteps on the ground, and crossing the finish line with the feeling of victory in their heart. For their brain, this practice is as real as the competition itself. Their body is programmed to respond to that experience. And when the race day comes, their performance is better because they have already lived that success in their mind. The same happens with any aspect of your life. If you want to attract abundance, it's not enough to think about money. You must visualize yourself feeling prosperous, experiencing the security and joy that abundance brings. If you want love, imagine the warmth of a genuine connection, the emotion of sharing meaningful moments, and the gratitude of feeling loved. To make an effective visualization, find a quiet space where you can relax without interruptions. Close your eyes and breathe deeply until your mind calms down. Then, imagine with all your senses. Don't just see the scene, but feel the texture of things, perceive the smells, listen to the sounds around you. The most important thing is to generate the emotion that you've already achieved it. Hold this image in your mind for a few minutes and allow yourself to enjoy that inner reality as if it were already happening. Expanding souls, the more vivid and emotional your visualization, the more powerful the signal you send to the universe. By practicing this exercise daily, you are not just manifesting your desire, but reprogramming your subconscious to act in alignment with that new reality. Spiritual teacher Paramahansa Yogananda said in his work, Autobiography of a Yogi, "The power of thought is the greatest force in the universe. What you hold in your mind with faith and determination will, sooner or later, materialize in your life." Visualization is not simply wishing, It is living in the certainty that what you desire is already on its way to you. When you believe with all your being in that reality, the universe has no choice but to reflect it back into your life. Step 4. Inspired action. Moving energy toward your desire. Companions on the journey toward peace. One of the most common mistakes in manifestation is believing that simply desiring something intensely and waiting for the universe to bring it to you is enough. However, the universe rewards those who are willing to move in the direction of their dreams. It's not about acting out of desperation or the need to control everything, but rather recognizing and responding to the inner impulses that arise when we are aligned with what we want. Inspired action is that inner call that pushes you to move, that feeling of certainty that arises when you know a step is the right one. Unlike forced action, which is often accompanied by stress and resistance, inspired action flows naturally. This doesn't mean there won't be effort, but this effort won't feel like a struggle. Instead, it will feel like a process in which each step makes sense. To recognize the right action, pay attention to how it feels inside. When a path is aligned with your energy, there is a sense of flow, as if the pieces start to fall into place by themselves. Also, the universe often confirms these steps through synchronicities, unexpected signs, serendipitous encounters, or circumstances that seem designed to move you in the right direction. Spirit guardian. Think of someone who dreams of writing a book. They might stay in the intention stage, repeating affirmations and visualizing success without ever writing a single word. But if they allow themselves to feel the inspiration and respond to it, one day they might feel the urge to sit down in front of a blank page and start writing without over-planning. Then, synchronistically, they might meet someone who tells them about a publishing house looking for new talent. These kinds of coincidences are just the universe's response to their readiness to act. Spiritual teacher Deepak Chopra expressed it clearly in his book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Intention without action is just a wish. Action without intention is empty effort. But when intention joins inspired action, it becomes the catalyst for transformation. Every small step you take with faith brings you closer to the materialization of your desire. You don't need to know the entire path, just the next step. When you align with the energy of what you desire and allow action to arise from a space of connection and trust, the universe takes care of opening the doors you need to walk through. Step 5. Detachment and trust. Letting go to receive. The last step is undoubtedly the most challenging for many spiritual travelers. Letting go of control. Often, after we've clearly manifested a desire, aligned our energy, and taken inspired action, impatience arises. We find ourselves constantly checking if the universe has responded, doubting deep down if it will actually happen. This state of anxiety creates resistance, blocking the natural flow of manifestation. Brothers and sisters of light, detachment does not mean stopping the desire for what you long for, but rather trusting that it will arrive at the perfect time and in the perfect form. It's about releasing the need to control every detail of the process and allowing the universe to do its work. Many times, the universe has bigger plans than we can imagine, and excessive control only limits the infinite possibilities of receiving something even better than what we asked for. A good example of detachment can be seen in gardening. Imagine you plant a seed with love and dedication. You water it, take care of it, and give it the necessary light. However, if you dig it up every day to see if it has sprouted, you not only delay its growth, but you might also harm it. The same thing happens with our manifestations. If you planted the intention, nurtured your energy, and took action, now is the time to let the universe do its part. To achieve detachment, live in the present. Instead of obsessing over the when or how, focus on enjoying the moment. Manifestation is not just about the destination, but the journey you take to get there. Each day has its purpose, and every experience, even those that seem like obstacles, is part of the process. Trust completely. If you have asked clearly, if your vibration is aligned, and you've taken inspired action, then it is already on its way to you. Trust is the key to keeping your energy open to receive without resistance. The spiritual teacher Osho expressed this wisdom beautifully in his work, The Book of Nothing. When you wait with anxiety, you doubt. And when you doubt, you are blocking what the universe has for you. Let go of the need to know how it will happen. Just trust. When you trust, the universe responds with abundance. Letting go is not giving up, but allowing the magic of the universe to unfold without interference. It is about opening your hands and heart to receive without fear or anxiety. What is truly meant for you will never pass you by, and it will arrive at the exact moment you are ready to receive it. Manifestation is not a fluke or a simple desire expressed with uncertainty. It is an art that combines intention, energy, vision, action, and trust. It all starts with clarity of intention, because without a defined direction, the universe cannot respond precisely. Then comes energetic alignment, which involves vibrating in harmony with what you wish to attract, nurturing thoughts and emotions that reinforce your purpose. Creative visualization allows your mind and spirit to anticipate the reality you are building, feeling it as though it is already here. But manifestation does not happen in stillness. It requires inspired action, concrete steps that show the universe your willingness to receive. Finally, detachment and trust are necessary. Letting go of obsessive control over the outcome and allowing everything to manifest at the perfect time and in the perfect form. Imagine a spiritual traveler who has walked a path with determination, trusting each step without needing to know exactly where it will lead. Instead of questioning every fork in the road or worrying about the obstacles encountered along the way, they flow with the certainty that every experience is part of the process. They are not afraid of detours because they know that everything that happens has a purpose, and their only task is to keep moving forward with faith. This is how manifestation works. It's not about constantly asking if what you want will arrive, but flowing with the certainty that the universe is already working in your favor. When manifestation becomes your way of life, everything changes. You no longer need to force, fear, or beg. You become the vibration of what you wish to attract. Abundance is not chased, it is embodied. Love is not begged for, it expands from within you. Peace is not sought outside, it is cultivated deep within your being. The spiritual teacher Deepak Chopra wisely expresses this in the 7 spiritual laws of success. Do not forge your desires with effort. Instead, release them. If things don't seem to be going your way, there's a reason. Trust that everything is happening exactly as it should. The universe is always ready to give you everything you dream of. The real question is, are you ready to receive it?